Welcome back to Waste Potential Podcast. I'm your host. I'm coming back. Today, I'm joined by Rhino.
No, we ain't doing that this week.
All
right.
No?
I got somebody to call out right now.
All right. Who's
Jake Paul. I'm waiting for my response. I want to meet you in the middle of the ring. You name the time and the place. I am waiting. All right? I've had enough of this.
What'd you have enough of?
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to knock him out.
And
I'm the guy.
You're not that guy, pal.
I'm the guy.
You're not that guy, pal.
Oh, I'm that guy, pal. That Disney princess needs to go back to Disney Channel.
I don't know, man. He's pretty big.
Pretty big. I mean, yeah. I mean, what's he been known for? Or his trespass unlawful assembly? Is that what he's known for? Or is he known for knocking out 5'2" NBA player?
He's known for that as well. He's also known for making a lot of money. He's known for having the biggest fight paydays.
All I know is he seems to be dodging me right now.
I don't think he's dodging.
No,
I don't think he knows you.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't even
money
know that
fight.
you.
Big money fight. We got Twitch versus YouTube. We got that TikTok versus Disney. Whatever you want to label the fight, we got the big promotion in on this. All right, we got a big money maker. Rhino versus Paul.
How much money are you bringing to this right now?
To waste a potential brand? That brings money in its own right.
We don't have any money.
We got frozen pizzas. We need to get this right now. He can name the time and the place, anytime, anywhere. I'm waiting and ready to go.
I'm paying the sponsors to be on this show. We're not even getting paid for our sponsors.
Since when have we had sponsors?
That's the point.
I know Jake Paul listens, man. It's a matter of time for your response. He can't avoid us forever.
He doesn't want to fight.
And not
big.
us.
He's scared. He's dodging me.
He's dodging you. I mean, that TikTok. I mean,
yeah,
he's dodging you.
He is 100%. I got people calling him out for me now. At this point, saying he can't box. I mean, there's even rumors that he's retired right now because he doesn't want to face me.
You may have retired Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Jake Paul retired because he doesn't want to box me. Just think about that.
I do think
I'm thinking about it.
I do think that fight would be
entertaining.
30
just
seconds
think
long.
Just the
You're
headline.
probably going to be on your back.
Rhino versus Paul. Just think of that. That's a money maker right there.
Rhino.
I'm still trying to figure out where the money is.
Do you keep your head on?
I bring money. Bro,
how much do you think you deserve for that type of fight?
$1 million.
Oh,
Jesus.
I don't even think Tyron Woodley made $1 million.
I'm not requesting the $10 million that these guys are getting. All right, I'm requesting one. All right,
I'm requesting one.
I don't think Tyron got that.
My stock is going to rise after I knock him out.
How much is your stock right now?
Within the first 3 rounds.
What
calling
is
it
your
right
stock?
now? 3 rounds, he's out.
What is your stock?
My stock? It's huge. It's skyrocketing. I just keep getting like, dude. If you should invest in me, honestly.
What? You have your own stock?
No, dude. Put some money in my streams. You'd be smart to actually invest in me because I'm on the rise. My streams, my TikToks, everything about me.
I want to say the opposite about the streams.
Once I end Jake Paul, it's over.
You're just going for the sky.
Yes, sir.
He's going for the sky, but he's going to get hit by a right-hand hammer, and he's going to end up back on the ground.
Hey,
Sorry.
Disney Child ain't got no right hand. I ain't worried about that.
No, he's got a right hand. I will say that. He does have a right hand. He's got power.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it that last fight.
I didn't see it.
So wait. How tall is he?
6 foot.
Yeah.
6 foot. 6 foot. How much does he weigh?
Actually, no. I think he's like. Isn't he like 6'2"?
190.
No, he's 6
I'm pretty
foot.
sure
His
it's
fighter
6 foot.
card said 6 foot.
All right.
70-inch reach.
And he's at
70-inch reach.
107.
What?
Okay, maybe I take that back. Maybe I get knocked out. The 170-inch reach. All right, maybe I'm done for.
Oh my god.
That's the only way.
This is what I want to see.
Like for real though. Like
this is what I want to see. Not the Rhino versus Jake Paul. I want to see the Tommy Fury Jake Paul.
Excuse
That's
me?
what I want to see.
Who in the hell is Tommy Fury? That is no name compared to Rhino. The money-making fight, you're throwing it out the window for somebody named Tommy Fury. Is that like Tyson Fury's brother or something? Like, who's Tommy Fury?
That's exactly who it is.
Yeah.
So, the lesser of the brother.
So you know exactly who it is.
The lesser of the brother.
Yeah, he's 6-0, 7-0.
This is a joke. Man, I ain't even got nothing else left to say.
I think you need to get some fights under your
Yeah,
Why? This guy
stack-
came in red hot from Disney Channel and is fighting everybody, celebrities making money. I want to make my money now off of him.
Yeah, but you got to fight first. You
gotta
can't
be a
fight a big
celebrity
name to
first.
start.
Bread, I know you ain't talking. I can make my first
Let's
fight against
go.
you real quick.
Oh, let's do it.
We can have this Rhino versus Bread fight
I
as
will
an
li-
introduction to the
I will
sport. And then I will
literally-
vote for Paul.
I will literally fly in for that.
Should we live
Oh
stream?
my-
Like,
I kind of like I like what we're hearing right now.
I'll fly
I'm
in.
ready to go. I ain't hiding from anybody.
Okay.
I don't
I'll
care
put-
what your name is. I don't care if your name's Floyd.
Can we do it with
It's
UFC
over.
gloves?
UFC? Ooh, what? 6 ounce? 6 or 8?
6.
6? Oh, yeah.
Well, what, are we boxing here or is this a UFC fight? If you're gonna put
Boxing.
UFC, no, you gotta have boxing gloves. You
Yeah.
can't be altering rules.
Yeah, I ain't getting into the octagon. We ain't
Bare
doing that. We're
knuckle?
boxing. No, we're boxing. If
I got.
clarify this right
Hang on.
now, all
Yeah, okay.
I was
okay, go
talking
ahead.
to
Go
Ad
ahead.
Rock earlier.
Yes,
We're
okay, there we
clarifying
go.
this. I will box because if I get hit with that right hand, I'm down and out for the count, or if I can make it back to my feet. In the octagon, in the cage, they're gonna literally jump on top of me and beat my face in. I ain't having that.
You didn't wrestle when you were in high school?
No,
Oh.
I wasn't into that.
He was on the water polo team.
Who was it? Water polo for life.
He was trying to get into the Olympics for disc golf.
Oh.
No, that's someone else.
Anyway, I'm also joined by Ad Rock,
Hey, what's going on? How's it going, fam?
and finally, we're here with Bread.
Hey, Red.
Yup.
How you doing?
So, guys, how was your
The
weekend?
greatest bread ever.
What kind of loaf are you?
The Wonder Loaf. I'm wonderful.
We're
Well, I mean,
gonna get back. We're gonna get back to this Jake Paul conversation a little bit later because I
I'm
do want to
heated.
talk.
I'm still heated.
I do want to talk about the fight that happened over the weekend.
Fight that should
Um,
happen.
That should happen.
No, we're talking about the one that
As
just did.
As much as I would love to see that happen, I got to be optimistic and realistic, or I have to be less optimistic and more realistic. I don't think we're gonna see that fight, Rhino. As much as
I will
say it.
All we have to do is get you famous. If we have you run,
All we have to
naked
do
through
is
Times
get
Square
you
with
famous. Listen to those words.
All
Get
you have
me
to
famous?
do. All you
Yeah,
have to
we
do
just gotta
is,
leak your nudes.
Exactly. All you have to do. Run through Times Square butt naked with a sign saying, "I want to fight Jake Paul."
There you go.
Give me 30 days. If I don't get a response,
Give
he's
me 30
obviously
days.
dodging me.
I don't think he's dodging. I don't think he knows you.
Oh, he should
dodging
know
me.
me because it's a mistake if he doesn't.
I'm trying to think of any celebrity that knows you. I'm really struggling to get some
I about
grass on
spit.
this list.
I mean, have you ever met a celebrity?
But I don't know. Don't put me on a hot seat like that. Don't change the subject.
Say, I met LL Cool J at a gas station.
I mean, if we're considering him a celebrity, then I mean, I've met plenty of sports athletes and stuff. If we're
Those
considering
are
That's an
celebrities. Those are
No.
celebrities.
they're baseball players. They're basketball. They dribble
They're
a ball
B
or
list
hit a
at
ball.
best. B list at best celebrities.
Well,
Like
I mean,
if, obviously, if
that's
you're
the case,
into a
I've met quite
LeBron, like
bit.
he's a quote unquote
I
celebrity.
refuse
you know,
to
but
recognize somebody that dribbles a ball as a celebrity. Now
That's
he's
fucked up.
different because
can't
he
do it.
acts.
yeah,
I can dribble a ball.
I can't
It's
do
not
it
hard.
the way
you're not
they
a
can do it.
celebrity.
Doesn't make me a celebrity. No, I'm not as good as them, but I can dribble a ball. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel that. So
Yeah, I met,
over-
yeah. Mhm.
over the week, Adrock, what are you saying? You're just making sounds. What is Adrock doing? Why does he do this, guys?
Adric, how much have you had to drink?
Why does he do this?
Oh, I was just saying.
I've
yeah.
noticed this.
Mhm.
I've noticed
All
this
right.
throughout our like our
Go ahead.
11-week stretch now, because this is episode 11. That Adrock every now and then when he doesn't truly have a response, I get like a.
I'm just
Like-
burning the question.
I mean, it's. I mean, he's who does it? Is that the,
Translation, please.
I don't have
Who
one.
does who makes those sounds? Is that the Muppets that are like?
Yeah. Yep.
That's
So you're
Adrock.
saying Adrock's a Muppet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
he's a
hands up
puppet.
his
I
ass.
was
Thank
about
you.
to make
Oh.
that joke. Damn it, I couldn't get to it.
Appreciate that.
You gotta be
All right,
good.
so let's get right into things. Bread, you seem to have forgot you went to a Green Day concert last week and didn't want to talk about it, so we're gonna have you talk about it this week.
I think I didn't
So-
talk about it because I was drinking the last podcast. Completely just flowed right through it.
You're
What are you
drinking
doing?
now.
What are you doing this podcast?
Drinking this podcast.
And what did you do? Podcast episode 5.
I don't think I drank that one.
Wait,
And what do you
5? Why don't you just say 1 through 10? What were you doing?
because I wanted to use a random one.
No, one of them I didn't drink for.
Oh, 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
No, I think it was like 8. I think.
yeah, I think 8
Something
or
like that.
9.
Anyway, how was your Green Day concert last week?
It was
or
good.
2 weeks ago at this point.
It was a great concert actually. I mean, I wasn't in the pit, but we were like in the stands. We were at the Philly Stadium. We were at the next before the pit, I guess the field, and we got rained out, but the concert went on. I just sat
The
in my
show must go on.
I just sat in my seat drinking a beer, getting poured down on for about an hour.
I feel like that's something we have to expect at this point. Anytime you're out, you're just gonna have a beer. I mean, this is just—it's like
Yeah,
Adrock.
if we
Wherever
get-
Adrock goes,
If we,
Beer.
oh my god, if we get big enough to meet fans, if you bring a beer, you're at the front of the line instantly.
I mean, not always. I don't
Depending on what it is.
Situational. If I'm around like special, like certain types of family members, no, I'm not going to be drinking anything. At
that's
all.
cap.
No, I
Okay.
wouldn't. No,
That's cap.
I really wouldn't. I
You
don't.
would.
Not
You
at all.
would butt chug with your sister. Don't lie.
That is disgusting and
Oh
no.
my god, why are you picturing that, Adrock?
I'm not. Why are you picturing that?
Adrock, we don't have video right now, so our audience can't see this. You are literally drawing a picture of yourself doing it right now on a whiteboard.
Oh man, what is
Not
going
at
on?
all.
Adrock is now showing us pictures of how he would do it.
How? Why not?
He drew his
What?
chocolate
What?
starfish on a whiteboard.
Oh my god, why is it so large?
Lucy, get down.
All right.
Adrock,
moving on from that
Adrock,
one.
you kind of look like you're gaped a little bit, buddy. Anyway,
Oh man.
Wow.
yeah. So Green Day concert
yeah,
was
no,
good.
none at all.
What,
Yeah,
Green Day concert wasn't
the
good.
Green Day
No,
concert.
no, yeah, that was good.
Oh,
Parked at the casino right next to it. Didn't gamble, but the last weekend, so the following weekend after Green Day, I was at Atlantic City. Gambled a little bit. Lost. Didn't win. I won 45 cents and threw the tickets away. I threw the tickets away to claim that. How do you fucking claim 45 cents? I would request that in pennies, please. No, fuck off. Those tickets are in the trash can. So if you are at Caesar's Palace, dig through a trash can, you'll probably find my tickets. Claim them
for 47 cents.
for 45 cents.
Oh, 45. And how much
Yeah.
did you start with again?
I brought down 300.
What?
Mm. So you're not gambling with me when I'm of age to gamble.
No.
No,
Oh.
I didn't even have any fun gambling. It was so boring. Like,
What-
I'd rather.
okay, so exactly, what'd
And
you do? What'd you go to?
I-
Did you go to like a blackjack table?
No, I didn't do any tables. I should have.
No.
I would have had more fun and more
well, yeah,
enjoyment if I
that's-
would have went to a roulette
You
table,
s-
threw 300 down on black, and
No.
like lost. I would have been fun with that.
How long were you at the casino?
Maybe an hour and a half. I ended up getting
Did
a
you-
gold card.
Did you
I
play
remember she-
quarters or something?
No, we just did a bunch of the fucking,
Slots.
the slots all around all
Yeah.
the 2 different floors I
Those-
was on.
Those will
Brad.
eat you alive.
Your intelligence is just not there, man. How do you lose $300 in an hour and a half?
Because he's not that guy, pal.
That's how much I brought down. That's not how much I lost.
You said you left with 45 cents and you threw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What'd
where's
you
the
do?
300 at? It's gone.
Dinner.
Oh my god.
Do you remember the pictures I sent you guys in group chat? The alcohol I was drinking down there.
Oh, so that $300 also in details of drinks too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it wasn't all gambling.
So then he lost
So
about
that's-
$10 at gambling, because then the other 250
Went
was
to
in alcohol.
alcohol.
That would have been impressive. No, I was going to join your guys' when you guys were like playing a game, but I didn't know if you guys were streaming. I was going to join the Discord and just live stream the alcohol, because we bought buckets and other stuff.
Buckets.
Buckets.
Yeah, you can get buckets of alcohol. It's literally you just get a bucket.
That's so
Just
when
a
you're done
big ass-
drinking it, you have something to puke in. That's exactly why they give you a whole fucking bucket.
Kids, please
It was fun.
don't be like bread.
Rhino puts buckets on his
Only if
head.
you're fucking lit, bro.
Only.
Only if you're lit. What the hell does that mean? Only if you're lit.
If you want to have a good time, you can be like me. Or you
yeah,
can be
dude.
like, or you can be a square like Rhino.
Rhino's a square.
He's a square. He's a hard cornered square.
He's more like a pentagon. Like, look at his face and tell me it's
Like
not
if
a pentagon.
he went into the army, he would literally be pegging Master Sergeant right now.
The only thing that I'm gonna get right back into this Jake Paul thing. Okay.
I do
That was
too,
quick
honestly.
as fuck.
There's
That was quick as
only-
fuck.
There's only one good benefit Rhino gets at two.
I
Rhino
get plenty.
gets a fair amount of publicity, and the other thing would be he may get his nose straightened out by the right hand of Jake Paul.
Where's the money factor?
You're
get
not
money
getting
out of
money.
this.
You're not getting money out of this.
I want him to like
headline
just
fight.
get some free time and just show up on your front doorstep. Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Yeah,
He
great.
just
Bring his
entertains
entourage
the guy.
too.
He just
Bring his paparazzi. Get the photos. I'm ready to go. Get this hype up for the fight.
Uh,
You're gonna fight his whole entourage. You just
What,
fuck
him and his
50
brother? Am
people
I
up.
supposed to be scared of him either?
he's got pretty big guys around him. His security guards.
Yeah, they're fucking
There's
huge.
some,
And not to mention, I mean,
there's some
his
big boys.
Logan can fight too.
I've yet to see Logan fight a good fight.
He went toe to toe with Floyd and didn't get dropped by Floyd.
An old man
I mean, he
in an
did
exhibition fight.
He did get rocked pretty well, but I mean,
An exhibition fight that had no winner.
Pretty damn well.
Still a fight.
An exhibition fight that had no winner, and
I don't-
Floyd is how old now?
Well, I think
Well out of his prime.
if you were to fight Jake, it wouldn't be a pro fight. It'd be an exhibition.
Yeah, but
Nah,
that's a lot more
yeah,
reasonable
pro fight.
than it was for Floyd.
But I'm just saying. Well, I mean, Floyd's 40.
Floyd shouldn't be
but
doing exhibition fights. This is what I'm
He
saying.
should. Well, he should if it's way out of his weight class. You also got to think that's not a regulated fight.
Adrock, what do you
It
weigh?
don't matter.
It does matter. What, you're telling me
155.
weight class doesn't matter?
No, not. Oh shit.
Not
that's
when you're
Adrock.
supposedly the greatest
Rhino,
of
what
all
do you
time.
weigh?
That is insane.
210.
Oh, you only got to drop 20 pounds.
10
to lose
pounds.
Weight.
It'd
Is
be
it? Oh, is
10.
it? He weighed in at 190, so I
He
think
weighed
would
at
have-
190, but Jake could go up. Jake cut
Oh,
weight.
yeah, I guess. I don't think he'd
He
really
cut
want to.
weight. Jake walked in probably weighing about like 205 walking into that fight.
Probably.
You know,
Yeah, after
walked
the
in.
cut and then rehydration.
Yeah, he definitely walked in. He looked like he had to cut way too much because he didn't look 100% for the fight. So it looked like he cut way too much weight and he wasn't ready to cut that much.
I
mean,
remember,
when
I forget what he said his walk around weight is. Like I don't. I gotta find that information again.
probably like 215.
Right.
He probably walks around
Yeah,
like
probably
215.
220. Yeah.
He's a big dude.
I mean, he's not shredded, but he's not fat.
No, he's toned. So, but the one thing I want to say with the fight, there will never be a UFC fighter that steps in a boxing ring and wins a fight. It will never happen. And I was telling
No,
Adrock
so
this the
hold
other
on.
day.
Unless that UFC
No.
fighter specialized in boxing for his career.
You got
Conor
the closest
McGregor.
you were going to get with
Yeah.
McGregor.
Conor
You also gotta
McGregor.
think Conor McGregor.
He won
fought
one of 7 rounds.
Mayweather. Yeah,
He
but
looked
fought
great,
Mayweather.
though, in his debut.
Yeah.
as a
One of
boxer. He
7.
looked great.
One of 7 rounds.
Like, against the GOAT?
Yeah.
Yes?
That's who he called out.
Wait, are
Yes,
you asking
in
a
his-
question
in
or
his
you-
day-
Are you stating it?
That was a
Because
question
yes,
mark, because
it's
I don't
okay.
believe he is.
You
We're not going to get on this subject and have an hour worth of
his weight,
boxing talk.
yes,
Boxing.
he is the best.
But as
Yeah.
as a debut and as a boxer, he looked great. I wish
Yeah,
he was stuck around longer there.
You imagine if Floyd went heavyweight?
He's got no option. Well, Floyd would have never. The
That
problem,
would've been
okay, well,
impressive,
see, here's the
dude.
thing. Here's
Oh,
the thing of
fuck.
why I say that a UFC fighter will never beat a boxer. One, because they're not gonna they can't strictly train in just boxing because of the sport they want to do. Which, if that's what they want to do,
Unless
that's what
they
they want
take
to
the
do.
6 months to train it.
But they're not going to, because the other problem is they're under contract with the UFC, and they can't fight without Dana's approval. They can't train and that type of stuff without Dana's approval of doing all this. So
Okay.
Dana's pretty much got them tied to the UFC. That's why we're not seeing it. That's why we haven't seen Conor. That's why we're not really seeing any of the other UFC guys. If Dana really wanted to shut Jake Paul up, he would take his top dog, whoever his top guy would be, whether it's what's his name, Kamaru Usman, whether it's like an Usman or like one of his 190-pound
Masvidal.
I guess it would be light heavyweights. He would take one of those guys and go let them try to fight. Jake, he is scared because I'm telling you, he doesn't have any faith in after what he saw with Conor and his guys losing against the YouTuber. And it's just, you're not going to... And like I told Avrock, it's so hard for a MMA guy to come in, to train a boxing stance, to train, how to counterpunch and do all that, to then only have one fight to then go back to the UFC to keep fighting there. Because in UFC, they don't counterpunch because you open yourself up for a hit when you have to counterpunch. And in boxing, like a lot of the time, in boxing, you have to take a hit to land a big hit. So it's just, you're never going to see a UFC fighter come in and beat a boxer. I don't care who it is.
Unless you're Rhino.
I mean, he's not a UFC fighter. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He's
I
35.
could
he's,
be.
He's 35 and 2.
You can. Oh wait. Once again, you want to reiterate what you said
I don't want to
earlier?
get my face smashed in, but at the same time, I already admitted it would be fun to give it a try. Against people reasonably that are not Conor McGregor, all right?
So an amateur.
Yes, it'd be fun to try. I
No,
don't
your
want to get my
first fight
face
is
smashed in
Conor.
by the top fighters, though.
I mean, it's just...
But if you got those hands already,
That takes a man to step in
I
a
know. But
UFC fight, because if you get hit down,
Whoa. Are
you're
you
getting
sure?
about 8 punches to the face. In boxing, you get hit to the ground, you got a
Wait,
10-second count
no,
to get back
You
up.
can't just say just a man, because some of them women are scary as fuck. Them fists
That's-
are
think
that's
flying.
not what I
Holy
meant.
I think what
Oh.
it means, it takes heart to get in that ring, or the octagon is what he's saying. Any fight, any combat sport, it takes heart to get in there, because you could leave that fight not being the same ever
But
again.
it's 10 times worse than it is in boxing. Because, like I said, if I get hit with the right and I go down, I have 10 seconds to stand up or I stay down.
That's it.
If I get hit to the ground, I have this grown man grappling me, either putting me in an armbar, breaking my arm, or smashing my face in until I need facial reconstruction surgery.
Well, no, if you get knocked out in the UFC, you're knocked out.
No, those
Right.
guys take way too long to come in because they're like, is he defending himself? Is he even conscious anymore? Dude,
Well,
those
no,
guys.
they'll know. They know. They do know.
If you're on your feet and you get caught with a right hook and your body just goes limp and you just like fall over like a tower.
They may get one good punch in at the end, but that's about it. But by that time, you're already knocked out. You won't even know.
I'll know the next day.
I do want to say, I want to refute the statement where it's a lot more like what was your statement? I got to make sure the statement's right. When you said it's a lot,
I don't know what I said.
You said something that's a lot worse to get into the UFC octagon than the box.
It would be a lot worse to step into the octagon than it would in boxing.
I
I
wanted to refute that. No, I want to refute the statement as in you were talking about health. Like you're saying you're going to get injured.
My
a lot
well-being,
worse.
yes, I will get murdered in the octagon.
I wanted to refute that because I believe there's been more boxers murdered in the ring and have been killed in the ring than in the UFC
I'm pretty
fight.
sure one Jake Paul right hand, I can literally, if I'm not dead, I can play dead. All right, there's a difference.
But what I'm saying is there's been boxers that have literally just died in boxing fight. Like it happens a lot because they're going such long distance in fights.
Does not happen
How many
a lot. When was
boxers
the last
have had
death?
crazy leg injuries though?
Let me see. I'll
Did
look
Conor
it up.
not just break his leg or ankle, whatever it was?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying.
Well, injury-wise,
I'm talking
yes.
to Bread now.
Yes, he did.
I don't know if it was specifically his ankle looked a little higher than an ankle, but yeah, he just broke something.
Regardless, he can't walk.
He broke. I believe he broke his tibia.
Do we have a confirmation of when he's coming back? Is he coming back? I mean,
It
he
would
sold
be-
his whiskey brand.
It would be at least 6 to 8 weeks before he could actually start recuperating. Yeah. On a break?
No,
break?
I thought you meant 6 to 8 weeks after his break, like after he's healed, he's back. I was like,
No. That's when he.
trained.
No. After that, then it's actually going to therapy and getting that leg back to
I was gonna say,
shape.
as soon as that cast comes out, he's back.
Okay,
in the ring. I don't know about that.
four-
You get a kind of like a rehab
I want this man
for
to
your
win.
leg.
I want another Dustin fight.
What?
Dude, I've had a broken.
Wait,
I've had a broken
Not
shin
you.
before.
You're not gonna. No, I know you're not talking about. I'm saying you said
You
I want
ain't
another
worthy of him.
Dustin fight.
Why would you try to challenge somebody way out of your level? All right, that's just so unrealistic.
Well, just to add,
Coming out of
just, to
you,
add on,
Rhino? Come on.
No.
just to add to my statement, 4 days ago, a boxer just died.
Who?
Doing what?
A
Skydive?
Too
boxer,
much?
a boxer from Jordan has been seriously injured. He was seriously injured. He was hospitalized after being knocked out in his preliminary round lightweight fight against an Estonian boxer.
He had weighted gloves.
No, it should. They get these guys, dude. You got to think how many you're taking hits always straight to the head,
Yeah.
just repeatedly, just to your head. That happened.
Muhammad. All right, just Muhammad Ali.
Don't get me started on that guy, dude. Don't get me
No,
started.
no,
Just don't
but
get me started.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
about to get canceled.
You have something against Muhammad Ali?
Yes, I do. Very
He-
much so, and I'm not
he-
going there.
He's gonna bring up the dodging the draft.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, avoid the draft like Muhammad Ali.
Hey,
No,
I mean,
doesn't
he got
mean
punished.
he's
He
a
got
good
punished
fighter.
for it.
No, I just question his manhood.
That's fine. You can do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't want to talk about this.
Some people
Yeah.
are scared of lead.
But then the thing that I say, like, if I'm talking about someone's fighting, I want to talk about their fighting. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like when
See,
I talk
if
about
I'm talking about
Khan-
someone's name, I want to talk about them,
well, yeah.
and that
Uh-oh.
is his reputation.
Yeah.
Let me
I wish I
see.
would have served.
Guys,
Here we. I mean,
we've been on this for 30 minutes now. I think we need to get to the next topic.
Oh, hold on. I'll get right there. I just want to say in 2019, Patrick Day died after being knocked down 3 times in his fight. In 2019, Boris
Rest in peace,
Stanchev
Patrick.
he suffered cardiac arrest after being knocked out in the fight in the 5th round.
Rest in peace, whoever that was. I forget your name already. Sorry.
Hugo Alfredo in 2019, according to Ringside Reports, nose began bleeding in the 4th round, and then he passed out as the judges were announcing the draw, just completely dropped
I
dead.
think I remember seeing
Dude,
highlights.
how
of
do you
that.
not give Hugo the win after he's dying? You gotta give him the win. There's no
There
draw.
was-
He
There
died.
was
No,
four,
you
there was
don't
4
win
deaths
if you
in
die.
2019, 2 deaths 2018, 2 deaths 2017.
Give
I'm
him
just
his
like
win on his way out.
That's
every
just like
year.
saying Japan won after we dropped the nuke on them because they all died.
What?
I will. I'm just.
No,
we're gonna
that's
ignore
not
that.
it.
Let's
Yeah,
just ignore it.
yeah.
I'm gonna wrap this up here saying it's a risk worth taking if the payday is right.
Oh, why about the payday though?
Because the publicity is
Is
coming,
it-
the
is it
money's
not
coming.
about-
It's worth the risk.
It should be about the experience.
I don't care about the experience. I want to get in and get the job done and knock him out in 3 rounds.
Well, that would be an experience, wouldn't it?
No, that would just be the end of his career.
And then the only thing
He'd
I
have
want
to
to
go back to
say,
Disney.
the only thing I want to say is there has never been a death inside the UFC octagon.
No, they stop them pretty quick. But there's been a lot of broken
But
bones.
I'm just saying, like the risk. I think there's more of a risk in the ring than in the octagon.
I personally think my face will get smashed in, so I think there's
Oh,
more
well, yeah,
risk in the
that may
octagon.
happen. I mean, but you'll
That
at least
may
be able
happen
to
no
walk
matter
out.
what.
You'll be able to get out of there. You know, walk another day.
I mean, but you're only doing this once, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a
so I
payday,
mean,
though.
so you'd be fine no
Payday
matter.
fight.
Yeah, so no matter what, you'll be fine.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on from the
Let's
boxing.
go. About time we move on.
Let's go on to something that also was pretty long. Let's go to the America's Longest War and how it's over. So it's officially
man.
done. We talked.
Diabetes.
What?
No, that's still a
No,
thing.
That's
What?
R.I.P. Rhino. R.I.P. Rhino.
Yes. R.I.P. Rhino.
No, we're talking about Afghanistan. Clearly, we talked about most of it last week. But it's over.
Sadly.
All citizen. Well, what was said? All citizens that wanted to leave are gone. American.
That's
I'm
a
talking.
lie.
I'm saying American citizens. All American citizens that wanted to get out are out. And well, I'm just saying what the news has
There's
reported.
a group of 83 people that were stuck at the airport, and our U.S. military turned them away because we had orders to leave.
Hey, I'm just
Documented
strictly
citizens. They're on a
I'm
hit list for the Taliban. now.
I'm
Jesus
strictly
Christ.
reporting that. I'm strictly reporting what has
Well,
been
I don't
said.
know where you're getting your news from. But
CNN.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Were you about to
then
say CNN too?
all-
Yeah,
Oh, you
you-
communist.
Or are we going to bring up the dogs that were left behind too?
Oh.
Dogs.
Don't
bring it
get
up to-
me started on
The United
that.
States government left behind 51 service dogs, which are members of the
I'm-
military.
I'm just saying
my
what
Family
God.
members.
I'm just saying U.S. troop wise,
brothers, sisters.
they're out. I'm just saying what it like the
Yeah.
order, the peace deal.
And I'm
I
telling
just-
you, the woke generals that we got in charge right now are a disgrace. You have 14 now. It's 14 service members that died.
well,
You left behind 51 service dogs. You have veterans over there right now rescuing citizens right now. There's hundreds of veterans over there as a group going in together to rescue American citizens because our government left them behind.
well, you also have to think like I can't put blame. You can only put so much blame on the general because he's taking orders.
Well, he's realistically shouldn't be a general. Miley is a joke. He can take that critical race theory and shove it for all I care. Then you have the other guy that's sitting in Mackenzie. That guy is just buying his puppet. All right, I don't want to hear that you respect the Taliban for providing security. No, you've been in a war 20 years with the Taliban, and half your soldiers that just died were 20 years old. They've been fighting their whole life, and they just got murdered in the war that you were fighting with the Taliban. Don't say you respect the Taliban for anything.
Well, it depends. Like what part.
You don't respect the Taliban.
ISIS.
The general should not ever respect the guy, the terrorists you've been fighting 20 years. There should be no respect there. You've been fighting these guys for 20 years, as long as they've been alive, and now they're dead.
The guys
fighting
that have
the
been
war of the
killing and
Taliban.
raping people over there in their country. That are now China and Russia are considering them the government of those countries, and they are willing to work with them too. That's
when you
Jesus.
take over the government that's there, then
The American
you become
government said they'd work with them too. That they'd be open to discussions with the Taliban. Like
Every single
Yeah.
government just needs to swarm down on them.
Well, the thing is, it like I was talking last week a little bit off air or off the podcast with you guys. It's like when a country's having in-country crisis, like that's in country. Until they do something out of country, you really don't want to get involved because then you're starting affairs that technically you're not involved with, which is pretty much
but when it comes
what's the word
to
I'm blanking out? I'm drawing a blank with the one war that we got involved Vietnam, right? We got involved with Vietnam for no reason. Is that the war I'm thinking of? We weren't technically involved, and we pretty much just implemented ourselves. It was the war that wasn't our war.
I've heard this on the radio today, and it makes perfect sense. I'm not trying to get too political here, but at the same time, I'm going to say what I think is right because you know what, YOLO. All right,
YOLO.
The Taliban are.
Wait, hold on. I want to make clarification. These are Rhino's thoughts.
Rhino_WP. Find me on all social media. My thoughts.
What he says is his opinion. You don't need to attack somebody for their opinion. I know it's not even an opinion. He's making a statement. So go ahead.
So yeah, these are facts. Fact checkers, check this one for me, please. Hanging people from American Blackhawks. That's nice. Seeing American equipment with people hanging while they're flying all around the country. You know what's also nice? Them wearing our uniforms and having our equipment and our camouflage. So if we ever go back to war with them, the military was saying, how do you know when you're in an open battle? You might know where they're coming from. How do you know if they flank you? How do they know who's coming from where? Because they're wearing the same exact armor and the same exact vehicles as you.
I was thinking the same exact thing. Like you don't even know now because now they have our weapons, our uniforms, our vehicles, all of our equipment.
Yeah.
I think we left them 12,000 grenades.
They're
Yeah.
gonna use. They're gonna
I
blow
think
up
I think the
themselves.
Democratic Party left all the equipment there for us to go back.
Yeah, that
I-
was a veteran
keep
that
saying-
brought that point up with if you ever go to war with them now, you're screwed. You don't know who's who.
Mhm. You were
No.
going to send
Not at all.
kids that are less than 30 years old there to die against
To
our
die in
equipment.
the war that they started 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, but pretty much, and I mean, any war
Unless
that
we
would go.
carpet bomb them.
That's
That's the only
you
way.
don't use
See, but
bombs.
the problem
I'm
is
telling you, you don't.
going to war to die. That's not what you want, but you know it will happen.
That's
The
every
prob-
war, though.
the problem
every
is-
when everybody goes to war, you have to go into the
But
every
you
war
don't
with the thought
consider
of
the
dying.
people you've been at war with 20 years ever your ally.
No.
Their entire life you've been fighting these people, and then all of a sudden you're relying on them for your protection while you're stranded on an airfield. You don't rely on them as protection and allies. That's the problem there. You don't ever rely on the Taliban as an ally when you've been fighting them for 20 years.
Yeah, I mean it's not a pretty sight that we're dealing with, but
And
it's
that's why we have so many deaths on Biden's hands, and all he wants to do is check his watch. Like he's got somewhere better to be. Nap time.
He doesn't remember to take his mental medication.
Yeah, he's checking that. He's got to make sure he's on schedule. But it's just like I said, this whole thing is just like
Does he really honestly remember his schedule?
No.
probably not. That's why he has the watch. He's got a note card.
Okay,
He's got
okay, thank you.
He's the one that he said he's got a note card with the amount of COVID deaths and everything happening, but then he says 368 million Americans, which is 110% of America is
Yeah.
vaccinated. So when you can't get your numbers right, when you're overestimating numbers that aren't even close, then dude, I'm not gonna respect you.
No,
So,
he was accounting for all the illegal immigrants that are coming over that he's going to consider citizens.
That's fine. I mean,
We're all family.
And
Oh,
let's just say
family,
it like
just come
this.
over legally. It'll be great. Come over. Let's have a barbecue. You guys make amazing food.
well then you
I,
have to. You have to then take account for all these Afghanis that we're bringing over. They're not American citizens, but we just
Oh,
brought a bunch
dude.
over.
And what
Are we
about
gonna leave 'em?
10,000.
You're
you
gonna
also
leave
gotta
them?
think our southern border is so understaffed and just so crippled right now. How many terrorists are coming through there? Not Hispanic terrorists, but how many Taliban and ISIS terrorists are just going to sneak in through our southern border?
Well, they know they can get them whenever they want.
Yeah, if China and Russia are as shady as they are, they could literally just be sending them down here if they want to work with Afghanistan and everybody else like that.
But that's always been a problem. It doesn't matter who's been in office. The immigration has never been fixed.
And we're going to clear this up right now. There are a few Democrats that actually are respecting us last week that came out and said how stupid the plan has been in Afghanistan. So I respect them. This isn't a Democrat and Republican thing. This is like a humanitarian crisis. Like, just a bunch of deaths over there that should have been handled differently.
I wish NATO would speak out against this president.
The other thing is like, but the deaths that happen, like, as tragic as they are, they were unavoidable. And that's what I will say. Like, at least the general was able to not criticize, not the right word I'm looking for here, but like condole. He had like condolences for it. Like he said, I will admit he said that like the screening that they're doing, they've screened 100,000 people prior to this one thing happening, and it was the only thing to happen. Which out of the whole time they were there for that one thing to happen, when they're trying to extract and all that, is kind of unbelievable that only one bombing happened.
Yes, in a way, yes.
Suicide vest.
Yes.
How they sneak a suicide vest in? Were they people outside the gate or the?
Well, the Taliban were searching them, letting them go into the gate to meet the American
yes,
citizens.
to get
so
to
their
the
education level is a little shaky. So I mean, their motivation may have not been there either. So you never know what was.
But yeah, you got to think like they're doing face-to-face like searches. So pretty much Taliban, if they send one through or somebody sneaks around a Taliban like post, he gets them at the gate. They're going, okay, well,
they didn't sneak a suicide bomber in. Or
I guarantee you they'd let him walk right through.
But I think if they would have let so much more through, like if they were truly trying to because you have to understand the Taliban, they want this country back. They want the power back in the country.
They were literally chanting "Death to America" within the same week that all those deaths happen. The Taliban, they don't care about us.
I
They
understand
care about
that.
their country. They want us out, and they knew by letting Americans die that our coward in chief would pull us out even faster. Because the statement made 2 weeks ago was that every person would be out, everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They changed course.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's like I said. It's one thing happened. The Taliban, like I said, the Taliban wants the country, so they're going to keep it in quotes as peaceful as they can for us to get out of there.
That was so not peaceful. But honestly, what do you think their next move is? Like, what do you think the Taliban's next move? And do you think we're gonna have another?
Well, you know
bombing
where their
in
financial
America?
stability comes from, right?
China.
From selling women. And drugs. That's
Women
their
and
that's
opioids.
their country. That's exactly how they're going to get their money. So, if there's any, just watch your back if you're an Afghani and you're listening to this podcast.
I don't
That's
know
all
how
I
many
gotta
are
say.
there that are listening, but I mean, it's just the Taliban. They want control of. They want control. Of
wanna
at
take
least
over the world.
Afghanistan.
They
No,
wanna
they
take
don't.
over
They're
the
not.
world.
It's not possible. They're
No,
not
they
big
they
enough.
want to
They're
bring
like-
death to America.
I don't know. They kind of want to be like
They're not
China
big.
and take over the whole entire world.
I mean,
That's not going to happen.
They understand why we went there 20 years ago is to get rid of the Taliban, so then we wouldn't have another 9/11.
It's just
And
like
20 on the 20-year anniversary, they'll have full
Yep.
control of the country again.
it's just like China. China could slowly take a hold of our supply line. Like all they have to do is slowly choke us, which is kindly happening now with the lithium, our battery supply, medical supplies, and our computer chips for our vehicles, our PCs. You know, running 3090 liquid cooled PCs is expensive.
Yeah, I mean, but
What about
Uh,
limiting their kids to only 3 hours of online play a week?
China.
Huh?
it's China.
Yeah,
It's China.
China.
That's
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
China. I thought you were talking about ISIS. I'm like ISIS.
Dustin,
is
you got anything to
limiting
say about
internet
China?
access.
fuck China. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say fuck China. Fuck the Taliban.
Fuck.
I mean, it might sound like I'm sitting here defending the Taliban, but like I
I'm
said,
kind of
like,
concerned that because I know last week you were defending the Taliban, so I'm glad you finally came around.
no,
Yeah,
stop. No,
okay,
it's you
Adblock,
have to.
thank you for backing me up here.
Yeah.
You
It
have
was
to,
something.
You have to give.
Nah, don't say I want to see it from their eyes because I don't want to see anything
no,
from
I'm
their
not saying.
devil
I'm not
eyes.
trying to say, but I'm saying I'm giving information from both. Like
I don't care about their
wait.
perspective, their information.
it's not their perspective; it's the information that's out there.
I know this is a religious-led war, but
I'm speaking facts here when I say there's people flying in the air hung to death.
Uh huh.
there
and
was
I'm
one-
saying-
I'm
and I'm
speaking
speaking-
facts
I saw
when the
one
Taliban
person.
let a bomber through. Like, there's no perspective or difference in here.
Do you think
People
we
are
should nuke 'em?
dying because of our failed strategy.
Do you
Should
want a
we-
World War III?
Yes,
And do you want bombs dropped on America?
they won't. Dude, they can't get that far.
They're already going to be trying
China.
to kill us anyway. Oh, not
China.
China. I
China
thought
can't
we were
get
still in
that far.
Afghanistan.
North Korea.
We have UFOs. The government just
What,
won them.
no, this is what I keep saying. You can say let's just
We have
nuke 'em.
UFOs.
One bomb gets dropped, Russia, China,
Everybody.
and North Korea are
Eh,
dropping bombs on America.
And everywhere else.
Canada's going to coward and
It's going.
and try to stay out of the fight.
You.
France
I don't
isn't
know.
going to back us up, and we
How
might have
does
the
Canada
UK.
get to hide through
I
everything?
think everybody will support America.
No,
If we
No.
go,
Good luck,
No one
bud.
likes
attack mode on
us.
Afghanistan.
Good
when you
luck.
start dropping bombs,
As long
Nobody-
as
nobody's
as
gonna
we-
get involved.
As long as
No.
we protect the innocent over there and we solely attack ISIS,
Brad,
Hey, Brad.
no.
Our allies don't even like us anymore. France and Great Britain literally are ashamed of us right now.
well, it's literally because of our Biden's exit strategy. It's
Well,
because
I mean,
of Biden.
That has a big thing to do with it. At the same time, he's going to be in office for a while, so
I don't-
our
I don't
allies
know
don't
about
even
that.
like us.
I don't
well-
know about that.
So that means we
number
have
2 with Iowa.
years. We got years of what's going on.
Yes.
like I said, if you want a war to start and you want bombs to be dropped on America and potentially start killing us, then sure, yeah, let's drop a bomb in for Afghanistan. We were over there for 20 years, and you tell me
War.
we couldn't handle this. It's all a play. We don't care to get rid of it because we want it to stay in the war. World War I, World War II, some of the biggest wars ever. And you're
Certain
telling
people
me,
wanted to get rid of it. Certain
and-
people didn't.
and you're telling me, how long were those wars like a piece? Like 5 years, maybe 6 years, something
Maybe.
like that.
Probably, who knows?
Yeah.
Something like those type of wars. They're about that long.
Well,
Let's
I
think
mean,
of let's think of the Revolutionary War. How long was that for America? Was that like 70 or something like that?
who's China and Russia's allies? I mean, it's China and Russia, Afghanistan,
China,
Iran.
Iraq, Turkey, North Korea.
That's it.
It's all Western world countries.
All the crazy people.
Yeah, that don't care.
Yeah, you also got to think of how many people we have.
China has one of the biggest armies.
Yeah, China
No,
has
we
the largest.
have the biggest army, and then
No,
it goes
we
China.
don't.
No, we
China
don't.
has
You're
more people than
underestimating
us.
China, dude.
We
You
might
don't
be the
understand how
stronger
big they are.
military, but they have more people.
For
By
now.
double
guns
almost,
shooting
I
at
believe the
one
statistics
is-
said.
And what do they
For
say?
now.
Numbers and troops.
How
Is
many
that what
people
they
can a
say?
nuke take
Yeah,
out?
something like that, you know?
You drop a nuke, the world is done. You
Oh,
can't drop a nuke.
Maybe it's time for the great restart. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you go to hell.
No.
You go to hell right now. Get out of here.
At the end of the-
let's just hit the reset button.
No,
okay?
you go reset
Let's
your
rub some-
life.
Let's rub sticks
Hey,
together.
guys, speaking of
create
the reset
fire,
button, can we talk about something right
get
now?
back to the
Yeah,
ooga
what?
booga.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, his career has been a constant reset. Let me tell you.
He's I think he's done. I think he's done.
I don't think he'll ever start NFL game again. I think he might get a
No.
backup job somewhere, but I
No.
don't think he'll ever start.
He'll start somewhere. There's going to be a team that's going to pick him up, but his career, like what I mean by when I say his career is done, is like he's going to go to somewhere like the Broncos, someone like
They
the
got Teddy
Bears,
Bridgewater.
somewhere like the Bears that they don't have a starting quarterback.
Yeah, they do.
Who do they have?
They got Justin Fields, who's showing like he's the best quarterback drafted this year. They
Nah,
got
T. Lawrence, baby.
that's a question mark there. They got Andy Dalton, which looked better than Cam Newton last year, and you got Nick Foles too. They have 3 quarterbacks on contract that are better than Cam Newton.
But I'm saying like, yeah, I mean maybe not the Bears, but I'm saying like there's a couple teams out there. I don't know the exact. I don't know a lot of the AFC teams and what they're.
Maybe if
all
you want to
looking like.
back up Dak Prescott in Dallas or something, I'd
I
see
mean,
that.
you have the Steelers, who Dwayne Haskins right now may win a spot over Ben Roethlisberger. Is it
No.
Haskins? Is that who?
Haskins
yeah, right?
is there, yeah, but he has no shot at beating out Ben for the starting job.
I
It's
don't know,
Dwayne
but
Haskins.
Ben's gonna get injured 2 weeks in.
That's
It's-
very possible, but then they also have what's his name? White boy.
Duck
Is it him or is it Rudolph? I don't know which one it is. I don't know
Rudolph.
which one they kept.
Rudolph. I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't it Rudolph? Isn't it his like nickname Duck or
Mason
something
Rudolph.
like that? Yeah.
Yeah, the one that
Right.
got beat over the head with a helmet by Myles Garrett.
Yeah. Great stuff. Great sportsmanship, right?
Adra,
I
can I do
it's
that to you?
just-
What?
Hit you
No.
over
Even
the
with
head
the
with a
helmet.
helmet.
No. Why?
All right.
Like bare head, too?
Yeah, he ripped his helmet off.
And then hit him with it.
Yes, his own helmet.
Wow. No. I'd probably try to rip yours off or kick you in the nuts or just.
And he was
try
out
to-
for what, a year and a
He's gonna
half?
Rip you a new one.
Yep.
The rest of the season, whatever it was, I don't remember.
No, it wasn't even. Yeah, it wasn't even a
As
full
soon
season.
as you guys start mentioning names, I'm just like, yep.
Well, you guys don't follow sports. So.
No, not really.
Not as intense as you guys.
These are trending
Is it-
topics,
th-
man.
these aren't
I
even-
like
these
highlights.
aren't even- These aren't even like trend. Like, or what did Brett said? He said these aren't.
What did Brad
alright.
said?
Rhino said these are trending topics. Brett said you guys follow it super in depth. These aren't in depth like follow.
in depth?
Oh.
I could tell you what's in depth here.
Not
Ben
depth.
In depth? What's
Danucci and
depth?
Trace McSorley both got cut today. 2 TikTok
not-
goats.
You
Not
guys are
Danucci.
putting so many
Danucci
names
and
to paper,
McSorley.
it's
Both of them.
ridiculous.
I mean, the fact that Eli Manning is done. Like, what are we gonna do? And the
Oh,
Daniel
yeah.
Jones, Danny Dimes is taking his spot. Like,
Danny Dimes, hot take, not a hot take actually, because nobody likes him, is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL.
I don't know. I think you threw.
there's a
Adric
guy named
out
Carson
there.
Wentz.
Is he even going to start?
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody is out. Who's out? Ravens boy.
Lamar.
No.
Oh, no,
running
the
back.
Dobbins.
Dobbins. J.K.
Yeah.
Dobbins. Yeah, J.K. Dobbins is out. Which is he was supposed to be like a a highly drafted running back like early in the fantasies, so that's gonna kind of switch things up. I feel bad for people that already did their fantasy drafts with the fact that Cam Newton isn't a starter. If anybody drafted him, but he would have went high because he's decent, like point, like a.
Yeah, you boys over here
point-wise.
need to learn some more football. We got some fantasy to talk about coming up soon.
Get some more fantasy coming in. Super
Talk
simple
about the
stuff.
winners
Though.
and losers.
If I did
my
a
fantasy,
draft,
yeah,
like
my
I would literally just be like picking. I'm like, this guy's name sounds cool. Let's get him.
you know,
His
I
name
have a
sounds
totally different type of fantasy, so I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I haven't watched
Ad Rock, you
football
want to
in
explain?
almost 3
no,
years.
not really.
I want to hear it now. What
Does
kind
your
of fantasy
fantasies
you got?
involve minors?
Wow.
Got to
Like B minors,
You-
like
He
music,
hesitated.
like
No.
music.
He
Well, what are you
hesitated.
saying?
No.
I'm
You
talking like
hesitated
music.
very long there, Ad Rock.
I'm
I'm
like,
talking music.
like,
Are there animals?
no.
Yeah, they're animals.
Good God.
hesitation.
Okay, never mind. Apparently, it went over your guys' heads, and
No, I think it went under my head.
oh,
You know what I'm saying?
you tipping
Oh.
it?
Like the Taliban cutting heads off, going under the head, right?
Well, that's not even funny.
That's not funny.
That's
That's
just
not-
realistic over there right now.
That's
That's-
true. That's what happens.
That's possibly
I haven't seen
depressing.
anything about heads getting cut off. I've just seen people hanging.
What?
Oh yeah, just people
You
hanging
get
on the streets. Really,
All the
recently.
above.
I
Yeah,
believe
hanging
all
on
the
the
above.
streets
I
and
just
hanging
haven't
in
seen
the air.
anything about any decapitations. I'm
Yeah,
sure it's
I-
happening. It's just not being reported on,
Well,
unfortunately.
No, they like to-
Unfortunately, but
just
No, they're
bringing
using their
it
new-
up.
Their new helicopters to show off their work.
I wish somebody handed me a helicopter. Like the government just gives out stuff.
I wish Jake Paul just accepted my fight.
Oh, you guys, we are
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
We are all over the place.
Well, I
We are
wish.
all
Hang
over
on.
the place with this.
I'm just saying
me,
what's on my mind.
let me think of
People that
something that I wish
for-
for. Hang on.
For all the listeners that are listening, they're gonna be so annoyed because this thing goes like not. I think I just lost connection. Am I still here?
Yeah.
You're
I
here.
hear ya.
I thought-
See, this is what we're talking about. We're just
I just lost connection. But no, I was saying like the listeners are not gonna be annoyed as in like, oh, this is bad, but they're gonna be annoyed that we just jump around so much in this podcast and
But
revisit.
they've got to understand who they're listening to. We're special.
We
We're
are
wasted
special group
the
of
wasted
guys.
potential.
Yes.
Wasted
there's nothing good coming
ADHD.
from us.
I don't have ADHD.
Well, speaking
I
of
got a drinking
nothing,
problem.
speaking of nothing good, let's finally get into our gaming topics now that we're at the
What?
end of the podcast. Practically,
No
I can
way.
go all
Yeah.
night.
I can't go all night.
Not me either.
Why not?
4 o'clock.
Our
Comes-
producers letting me know that we got a time limit here
We've
today.
only been in here for 53 minutes.
I didn't realize we had a producer, but I just admitted we had a producer.
It's
so,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
whatever. I mean, our producer's only focused on one thing, and that's him developing his new video game, Anal Simulator. So
all right. Speaking of our gaming news for the week, one thing that's absolute trash. We'll stick to Call of Duty. One thing that's absolute trash is
Oh.
Warzone.
Yes.
you want to talk about our recent Warzone experience?
My recent Warzone experience has
Oh
been
my
all
God.
weekend, and it's been garbage. I'll tell you straight up, Warzone has been dead since December. From when they updated the
Fair
to the
enough.
Cold War map, from when they updated to the Cold War map, has been absolute dog. Anybody that thought that this was going to be a good thing, that they were going to reskin the map and add 3 locations and think that it was going to be amazing, they needed to go fall down a river and possibly float down a waterfall because
And
I
end up
said
in
from day one,
Afghanistan.
when all you're gonna do is reskin it and then throw in 60 new guns, and then try to equalize damages and ranges of all the guns like that was gonna break the game, and the game has been broken, and the Modern Warfare guns aren't even a factor anymore in this game. So like, why
Yeah.
even have them in? But that's my take on this. Warzone is dead. They have one shot when the Vanguard releases. They have one chance to make Warzone great again, and if they can't, then it's done.
Can
Like
we put that on like a blue hat?
all your big streamers have dogged the game, and they've stopped playing.
Yep.
Yeah. My buddy over here, Nick Merckx. Yeah, he plays Apex now because there's no anti-cheat system in Warzone, and it's just not fun.
It's
Speaking
been
of
out
not
for
fun,
It's been out for over a year and a half, and
Um,
we still don't have an anti-cheat system.
I know we don't want to bring
It
up
sucks.
Afghanistan anymore because we're beating a dead horse here, really. But it's a very big
Literally.
topic, so my mind is
No,
my
it's
mind
still
is
alive.
there right
They
now.
haven't cut its head off yet.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Please. Does anyone feel like the
I'm-
Afghanistan military when they play Warzone, like just clueless and you don't know how to shoot a gun and you just can't do anything right? Did that not
Well-
feel like us last night?
Well,
Well,
I feel
mainly because I was trying to play Warzone last night on a Wii controller, but that's besides the point.
I mean, your aim should have been pinpoint then.
Yeah,
yeah, you
know,
can
it's
actually
just-
aim the gun. I feel like the U.S. military, when I play Warzone with Adrock and he's the Afghani army, because like I'm always like screaming like
What
to your
the-
left, and he's looking right, and I'm like, you fucking idiot, to your left, and then he finally looks to his left, and then the guy's on his right by that time, and he goes, no, he's on my right, see, and I go, yep, you're done.
He
You're
finally
done.
looked to the left, and once he realized the right wasn't the left, he's like, "Oh, it must be this way."
What were we yelling at him? No. Mine is Warzone, but when we switched over to Valorant because we were so fucking frustrated. What were we yelling at him?
Hold 4
Oh
Hold
my god!
forward,
Yeah,
yeah.
defuse the fucking bomb.
to defuse the bomb.
Holy shit!
And then I said half it, and he nearly got to half and let go. So the halving part was
the
wasn't
happy
even
part.
wasn't even useful. But I will say, Adrock at least picked up the kill and got
Yeah.
the kill done. So, but then he went to go re-defuse, and I don't even know, he was pressing like 3 and switching.
I
guns or
was
something.
I was actually pushing probably like 2 and W and Q all at the same fucking
He was
time.
just smashing
Okay.
the keyboard. We didn't-
I mean, it was impressive.
Hey, Dustin,
Yeah.
did anything happen on Valorant yesterday that we should bring up?
Did anything happen on Valorant?
Yeah.
No.
Did
No.
anything happen
No,
that
what-
doesn't normally happen?
No, I believe
I don't
that we
remember.
lost another game. As
I
a team.
believe.
And the team lost, and that everybody tried their best, and it just wasn't able to win.
I believe this guy over here got like his first match MVP.
No. Definitely not match MVP. Definitely
Yes,
not
sir.
the match. Definitely not the match.
I was better than
MVP.
their best player.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I
you're not,
screenshot
you're
it.
not telling our fans. That
No,
you
he
downloaded
did.
hacks.
He did.
I will fact check this after
Fact
this
check it.
podcast.
It's too late to even correct it. Then they'll believe I was good.
No,
he
I'm
was
telling-
not.
I'm telling you
Rhino
guys
literally
now.
carried the whole entire team and the other team.
Thank you.
But at one point he was bottom flying over bread.
But you were blowing. Every single person was blowing me on the leaderboard like it should be because the headband was on and I was ultra competitive.
It wasn't even in your headband, dude. You just took your G-string off and tied a toys around your head.
Oh, the poor G-string. Oh no. All right, let's. I really don't want to talk about the Vanguard Alpha too much because I didn't play too much of it, so I don't want to speak on that too much. Like I said, I think the Champion Hill mode it's gonna be a good mode. It's gonna be fun to play. As much I'll speak on. I didn't play enough of it to really. The guns feel like they hit kind of nice. The movement felt a little heavy to me, but besides the fact that like the alpha was good alpha. I think there was a little too much camping, but that's going to be anything with a new game, a new Call of Duty. I feel like people just camp till they understand how to move. So, but besides that, I just think the alpha overall, I'll rate it right now a B+. It was good. So that's what I have to say with that. Anybody else play the alpha?
Play the alpha?
No, I
have
did
not. I have not.
I have a PS5 in my house, so I was able to play it.
Oh, okay.
So
how did it look though? How did it feel? Did it feel like any other?
Oh, game
Call of
looks
Duty?
great.
Did
Game
it feel
looks-
like any other Call of Duty we played?
No,
No, brand new.
Wait,
no.
did it feel closer to Cold War or Modern Warfare? That's what I need to know.
How different from like Modern Warfare to Warzone? Like, was it?
How close did you touch it?
It feels. If I'm gonna be completely honest, this game feels practically like
Battlefield.
Please.
Yourself?
how do I
Yourself?
put- no, how do I
Yourself?
put this? It has
Yourself.
No,
Adrock.
you let me speak?
Yeah.
Hey, why are you a record skipping right now? Holy shit! Every time
It
you said
feels-
that, I was blinking.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus
like,
Christ.
Go
I
ahead.
broke
lagged.
them.
It was like
Go
glitching or
ahead,
something.
Go ahead, Brad.
Matrix real
Go ahead, Brad. Finish your statement.
No, that was it.
Jesus.
That
Holy
was
hell.
it.
It feels like Modern Warfare 3 movement with World War II shooting mechanics with the Modern Warfare slide, with Cold War's weapon blur. It's a mix of a lot of games, if I'm gonna
What
say.
the fuck?
I'd take
Does
that
have
as a win,
Split
then.
Gate portals next? What's going on?
No, that's if you play Call of Duties, you should know exactly how those all are.
But
Holy
you
hell.
said Modern Warfare 3 movement.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 had heavy.
That's
movement.
enough in its own right.
What do you mean heavy movement? Is it slower?
You feel like you're heavier running. Yeah,
It's
Okay.
anything's better than what Cold War was, dude. Because I feel like that game was just way too.
anything's better than what we've had the last 5 years.
Cold War just felt like you were way too fast for what realistically should be. Carrying all this
Yeah.
equipment and like you're
Yeah.
just like, it just seemed unrealistic.
Warzone felt pretty good though. I'd have to say.
Stop
did.
talking about Warzone.
It
No,
used to feel
Warzone
good.
movement felt great. It's just like,
I love
hey, they cater
Warzone.
to the hackers and just let
Ad
them do
Rock
what the
leave.
fuck they want.
Well, Adrock can't leave because it's that time of the podcast. So, Adrock, you were on the
Already?
spot,
Oh.
and we're going to move on to our hypothetical question.
and
I don't
tell
know
us
how
the-
long. Yeah, I'm trying to stall for Adrock.
Oh, I'm
I
already
just
good.
want to say a
Okay.
thank you to anyone that's made it this far because I
Yeah.
don't know how you sat through all that, but thank
Me
you for
either.
making it this
Yeah, it's
far.
been
Yeah.
a rough one. We're gonna re-record this after, so
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll hear this
yeah,
one.
yeah,
You won't hear
maybe.
this.
no, you're definitely hearing this. If you're hearing this part, then you heard the whole
Full
podcast,
send.
and nothing was absolutely nothing was cut from
And
this
to be
podcast.
honest,
If you're hearing this, so if you're not hearing this, then you'll never know.
yep.
So, Adrock, take it away,
All
buddy.
It's really simple, to be honest. It's really,
What's
really
simple?
simple. The hypothetical.
Why are you doing the hypothetical?
Ad Rock, you feeling alright?
He's like so
I'm looking right at. To me, I'm looking right at you.
He
All
like
right, go ahead,
his
get into it, buddy.
motion
All
just
right.
stopped moving like we were watching Click or
If
something.
there's two animals in the whole world,
Why? I feel like
No,
you've done
sh-
something like
no,
this.
no,
But
but
okay.
you could switch their sounds that they make.
Why is it Adrock the one that always wants to do sounds?
I like that. You switch the two sounds that they make with each other. What two animals in the whole world would you make it? Like, would make the different sounds? You have to switch them.
Man, so you're swapping two animal
Yeah,
sounds. I would make. Oh my god! I mean, I think a simple answer. I feel like a lot of people would be like, I'd switch a dog with a cat because it would look, it'd sound funny. It'd
You
look
want a
funny.
barking cat or a meow?
But
no, they have
but-
to switch.
Yeah, so which one would you really want to see more though? Would you rather be entertained?
No,
by
no,
a
no. You
barking
would.
cat?
meowing dog would be a lot more entertaining.
I mean, okay.
But I'm saying, like for me, I think that's just like what a lot of people would say is just that, like that'd be like a go-to. For me, I'd probably want to switch a turtle with. I don't know why a turtle, but that's just one. Like that's a sound that comes to my head. It's just
What?
a turtle sound.
What the fuck does the turtle sound like?
They're like,
Explain that. What?
What was that? Please don't.
that's what the sound a turtle makes. Look it up. Google
All
it,
right,
bitches.
all right, keep
And
going.
I'd switch that probably with a gorilla.
Oh no.
So the gorilla would make the
Yeah,
noise,
it would make
right?
a turtle sound.
Okay.
And the turtle would make a big gorilla.
That would be
I wanna
fucking
see the turtle.
terrifying.
So that's what I'm switching. Turtle and gorilla. Quote me, bitch.
Quote me. What is that a quote?
All right,
I'm getting a pet. I'm getting a pet.
Rhino, what would be yours?
Well, the one animal I would switch is obviously the rhino because they moo. And what animal would you want to see moo? You may
A cow?
ask, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a cow. Let's switch a rhino and a cow. Let's see
grasshopper.
what the difference in the moos.
All right.
No, God. What animal were you gonna do? Not the cow. What animal would you want to see moo?
Ant. Fucking terrifying.
And what
The whole
sound would
entire
you
fucking-
like your rhino to make?
I want a mouse.
Oh my God, that'd be terrifying. Half the time you'd hear a sound but not be able to see it.
You'd have this big
terrifying.
rhino, and you just hear it squeak, squeak, squeak.
Bro,
Could you imagine?
a rhino would like sneak up on you and you hear squeak, squeak, squeak. You'd be like, what
What
is
the
that
fuck is
about?
that? Boom!
You know, I think I know what it would sound like, honestly.
What would it sound like?
What would it sound like?
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
think that's what it would sound like.
Jesus
I hope that
Christ.
came through.
Good old Ad Rock making
It was a
his
screeching
screeches.
eagle if that did not come through. We did not test. This was on the fly.
Oh man.
Well, Brad,
All right.
There's gonna be some gay shit.
Is Godzilla considered an animal?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
For this hypothetical,
Is
yes.
is that not
All
just a
right,
monkey?
sure.
So
Yeah.
I would switch the sounds with Godzilla and the Red Fire Ant Colony.
Oh my god.
Um,
You'd have
which one's
Godzilla
God-
ants.
Wait, which one? Godzilla's like
Like the newer Godzilla movie with that fucking scream.
Which one's Godzilla? Isn't that
The
like
big-
the water
Go
creature?
fuck yourself, you uncultured
that-
swine.
That's the water creature, isn't it? The one that like swims half the time.
The Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, like it's like the Loch Ness.
Yeah,
Am I
they're-
right with
they're
my saying that?
twins.
Because he just fought. What's the gorilla's name?
Superman.
Yeah, Superman. He fought Superman. No, he fought King Kong
Harambe.
versus
King
Godzilla.
Kong
I
versus
thought
Harambe.
King Kong's the
Kong-
monkey.
Godzilla.
Godzilla's not a
Peace,
monkey,
Harambe.
right?
No.
Gone but never
No,
forgotten.
Godzilla is a. Oh God, what would you call it?
It's like an
a
alligator.
lizard. A lizard of some sort. Yes.
So
Alligator
why did Rhino
T-Rex.
say? Why did Rhino say
Dinosaur.
Godzilla's a monkey?
Wait, did I say that?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I was confused. Brett said, "Can we consider
It's the thing that
Godzilla?"
fought King Kong, like the big lizard-looking
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah. So King
Yeah, 'cause
Kong is.
Did I really call him a monkey?
Yes, that's what I was confused
I
about.
apologize to the monkey colony. I will never make
I
that
was
mistake
picturing
again.
a monkey
They're going to be sending us a lot of
making
ooga-boogas in
animal
chat.
or making ant sounds. Then I was so confused.
Yeah, could
but
you
no, that makes-
imagine a colony of red fire ants at your feet making the Godzilla screaming sound? That,
I
like,
can't
that's-
imagine because I don't think I know Godzilla sound.
And then, can you imagine Godzilla making the ant sound?
What
What
sound
does
did they
an
make?
ant
I have no
Yeah.
idea. That's my
Exactly.
What sound does he
point.
sneak,
What the hell
does he
does?
sneak up on you?
What
It's
sound
just
do
little
they
like
make?
pitter patters with their feet.
Exactly.
yeah.
yeah.
Like, so you would never hear him coming.
Yeah, can we get a
I-
lo-fi version of the ants' feet walking?
Dude, I like
Like-
how you did that. You gave the biggest animal silence like I
Yes.
did with a
Yep.
rhino and a squeaking mouse.
Yep. Could you imagine Godzilla sounding like an ant? All you hear is the water moving out from underneath him in the ground, like
Wait,
vibrating.
is there many ants?
Yes.
Is there
Yes.
like
It's not just one ant. It's
Oh.
the whole every single ant.
so there's a
firing.
million Godzillas?
Yeah. So they all scream at once.
Oh God. Oh God. I don't want to picture that.
Be a
It's
lot.
scary.
You have no idea where that sound's coming from. Like it'd be
That'd be
fucking
s-
horrible.
Yeah,
Or
that would be-
well, can I have an or? Is that fine?
sure. Go.
You just
Yeah,
keep
go
this
ahead. Make an
going.
or.
Or sometimes foxes can scream. They can scream like a woman. It is terrifying.
I thought that was
okay?
hyenas.
No,
No,
a
they
fox-
cackle. They do a
fox-
cackle.
A fox can cry like a woman. It is absolutely terrifying.
Oh,
So-
I do know. Yeah, we'll listen to it right after this. But yeah, we can.
Several years
I know
ago
what
when
you're
I got
talking about.
home to my father's house, I think, I don't know, like 2014 or something like that. Me and my girlfriend got home. It was 8 o'clock at night. All we heard was this woman scream from the fucking woods. I have never ran to a front door and almost breached it in my whole entire life in that moment there. I would have dropped my shoulder and took down a whole entire door frame to escape that. And it was
I feel like we're
terrible.
always
I thought
hearing.
I was being filmed, like I'm being punked. Dude, I was gone.
All these stories Brett talks about, as big as Brett is, a guy that's like 6'2", it's like 260. This guy runs from every
wait.
little sound.
Wait a minute. I'm 250.
Okay, you must have just started working out again.
No, okay.
Every sound that this guy hears, every story he says, he goes, "Yeah, I heard a door close. I took off and leaped the whole couch."
Yep.
This guy runs from every little
I
sound he
was
hears.
younger. I
He's
was
the
younger.
biggest
I mean,
coward
I
out of the
still
group.
lifted a lot, but not as much as I do now. Like, I was younger. I was like 14 to
God.
16 years old then.
Biggest chicken.
19
Yeah.
years old is when I peaked at my weightlifting class.
When you peed?
Yeah, I
Where?
I peed. Where in your mouth? All right?
No.
I
here
gave
we
you the
go.
bread.
Stop
the bread
it.
golden shower.
Stop.
Oh,
All right,
he
Brett,
went
give us
there.
your ore
Yeah.
so we can get to ad
All right.
rocks.
So the fox screaming sound. If you don't know what that is, look that up because I don't know if they're gonna edit that into this.
What
I'm
does a
not gonna
fox
edit
say?
that. Ring ding ding
Fuck
ding,
off.
ding, 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 ring ding ding ding.
The fox screaming sound that sounds like a woman. And see, I don't want to use the turtle sound because that would be really
A
funny.
hamster.
The hamster will squeak. No, the sounds that chinchilla makes.
I mean, that's like the same sound practically.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. They make different sounds. They
Pretty
make
much.
little. No, they make different sounds.
Like the same. type of thing.
Completely.
I was just
different
picturing like a
sounds.
small animal just screaming in your house.
Yeah.
Like a corgi.
Well, my corgi does not scream. He just tries to like bite my ankles when I run away from him and whines. He does. This motherfucker just tries to bite the back of my Achilles tendon like he's attacking a predator when I run away from him.
Well, he knows how to disable people
Do you
from
freak
running.
out? Like, I
No,
know
I
you're scared of everything else.
Yeah, he
No,
runs.
I do not freak out for my 24-pound corgi. Okay, I don't freak out about big dogs like sniffing at me. I take it. It's fine because I know it's gonna come.
Oh, he takes it.
Oh
God.
God!
Oh,
take it.
Jesus.
All right, Arrock, what is your two animal sounds?
Mine
that
would
you
have
would like
been
to swap?
just a fucking like a cobra and
no.
and a bald eagle.
Oh God, no. What sound
Why?
does a cobra technically? Are you like when you say like a cobra,
just-
like
Like they just hiss.
right?
Yeah.
yeah, just the hiss,
Just a-
right?
yeah,
Okay.
just a hiss.
And then
You want a hissing bald eagle?
If a
Yeah.
55-pound bald eagle hisses and then fucks my head up,
That's
I'm going
it.
to be.
You would
pissed.
you would never know
just
that
see-
that's actually coming, but
I
you would
just see
always
a
know the
fuck-
snake is coming.
that would benefit
Yeah,
Rhino
that-
'cause he doesn't like snakes.
Is that thing
That's
fucking
terrifying.
crowed at, like just
Oh my
screaming
God.
eagle at you and just went to go strike? At least you would
know
know,
what that sounds
right?
like.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You know what your screaming
I'm gonna
eagle
look up
sounds
how
like,
far
Abra.
you can hear an eagle, like the eagle scream.
Could you imagine a cobra just rolling up to you and make that screaming eagle that Adrock did so perfectly in episode whatever it was that we said the other day?
You could just screaming eagle,
Two.
fucking cobra.
The screaming eagle. Could you imagine that coming from a cobra?
I
I
can't
don't
imagine
want
that,
to.
but all of a sudden that we're talking about cobras, I don't know why, but I'm just thinking of like Mustangs right now, and I'm just thinking of like the sound, like a cobra making the sound of like a Mustang just coming at you, like wah, 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 wah.
I almost bought one. I almost bought a cobra. Not gonna
Oh
lie,
Jesus Christ!
I did. I
Yeah.
found a really good fucking deal.
Mm,
If anyone's
snake?
interested in it, no, the fucking Mustang built by
Oh.
Roush, the Roush kit on it. If anyone's interested, DMing me. I'll send you the link. It's a good fucking deal.
Slide into Bread's DMs are always open.
No, okay,
right.
ready. It's a
Dick pics
it's
are
a
welcome.
it's a Roush 2 kit on the 2017 Mustang for $49,000 with 30,000 miles on it with 740 horsepower.
Nice. Yeah, it means a lot to
Nice.
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
I know-
I didn't
Nice
listen to
long dick.
anything you
I
said.
know none
Nice
of you
long
care
dick.
about cars, but like that's not bad pricing for what you're getting.
No, I mean, I don't probably doesn't think, but I just
I don't
I
care.
don't know. Yeah, I don't have the care for the cobras really.
don't have
that's
the
what
care for
I
the
just thought
cars.
about the
Cobras
Mustang.
hook car. All right, I think I could go on for hours talking about cars.
You're a
You guys
Visco
just sit
Jeep
there
girl,
talking
Brett.
like
Don't talk
sports.
about cars.
All right, do you
Talk about
have
Jeeps.
do you have your how far an eagle screech is? We got to wrap this up.
Nope, I have no
Do you have a
idea.
No, not you, Adrock. You're not the
I
one that was
know.
looking it up, you bitch.
I know.
Oh my God, Adrock.
Uh,
Brett is the worst researcher ever. We're trying to
no,
stall time.
I cannot. Well, first of all,
Rock,
I'm searching
paper,
a
scissors,
very
shoot.
specific topic of how far can a human hear the eagle cry, and I cannot find it.
Come
How
on,
far do you
Adrock.
think it is, Rhino? Give me a guess. How far you think the eagle screech is, Rhino?
To be
These guys.
17 feet.
No, 6 miles.
feet. You
6 miles. 6
damn
miles.
you
I'm
bald-headed
I'm
fuck.
trying to play rock,
The
paper, scissors. Leave me
17
alone.
feet.
Six
Me and Adrock
miles.
are in a
I
tense
could
game.
come 17 feet. You, Jesus Christ!
Oh.
I'm gonna guess 1,700 yards. You could hear the eagle scream at you. 17 feet. If an eagle is 17 feet away from you, you do not see this bird with a 6-foot wingspan of a grown man. Considering
Especially
your
if he
little
just
ass.
hisses.
But it's just hissing, so
It's
You
not
would
a
never-
hiss. Oh no, I'm
It's a
talking like a
hiss.
real Okay, I'm talking about a cobra screaming
Are we
like
talking
a
about a
bald
real
yeah, no.
eagle?
No, yeah, no.
A
If
cobra
a
screaming
cobra,
like an eagle. Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna guess like 1,700 yards because it is an ear piercing
Yeah.
scream.
All right. Well, feet to yard measurement, I'm not the best at, so I'm still giving you feet.
All right. Well, let's go with
we're-
1,000 feet. You can
Yeah, I was
easily
thinking about
hear
somewhere
it.
1,000 to 1,500 feet.
To be honest, I'm gonna guess like a mile. To be honest, because an eagle screaming is just. Have you ever seen?
But
an eagle?
were we in like the city, or are we in like an open desert? Like where are we at?
Just a desert. Because a
You're
eagle screaming in
wearing-
a city will echo off of buildings. An eagle
you're
screaming
where
does
a
not.
cobra would be.
You're wearing a cobra would be. Then
What does that
you're
mean?
Damn near
I
death.
have no
if
idea.
you're standing on top of what the fuck was that? If you okay,
is
so
that?
if you're standing on top of a cobra within 3 feet, I guess of it, and it screamed like an eagle, I think it's gonna hurt.
Guys,
All
I,
right.
th-
What do
I
you
think we
want?
beat this dead horse.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap
Long
this
enough.
podcast up. It's been the Waste Potential podcast.
Good
Brett
job.
once again was not useful in trying to figure out how to search this. So
Jake Paul, I'm still waiting.
Jake Paul, he's waiting for you. Let's try to we'll try to
Good
set this
job.
fight up. I don't think it's gonna
Rhino
happen,
just
but
wants to
I'll
horn
do
you
my
down.
best.
Jesus.
Brett is still fermenting at his best, best years. He is fermenting. Adrock is still trying to find out
I'm
how to figure out
23.
how to graduate high school.
34.
He is still yet to do that. I'm coming
At
back
55 years old.
is trying to figure out how to gain sanity back and how to regain his life. And
I'm coming
Yeah,
back.
that's been the-
Currently has a dick
Well,
stuck in
so-
a outlet. He is stuck
And
currently.
it. Don't lose control again this week.
all right, it's been the Waste Potential podcast. We'll see you guys next week. I appreciate you guys. If you stuck through to listen to the ending, tweet Rhino on Twitter or or DM him on Instagram and send him an emoji of an eagle. Okay, so that's how we know you guys listen to the whole
Give
podcast.
him a
I
I
comment.
don't know why,
appreciate
but we're
it.
gonna do it anyway. Say your farewells, boys.
See you guys.
Adios, amigos.
Love your faces.
They don't love you back, Adrock.
That's all right.
See you guys next week.